All right, so what I want to do today is I got something on the board that there's a couple things on my board that I have up here that try to keep me grounded. One, I saw a comment come across about Bruce Lee on one of the comments that came across, and that's one of my favorite quotes from Bruce Lee is "Empty your mind, uh, be formless, shapeless like water." His quote about water, "Be like water, my friend." But an even better quote that I believe comes from the book of Five Rings, I believe. Let me pull it off my board here. And this is from, I'll probably butcher this name, but it's from Miyamoto Musashi. But let's not worry about the dude's name. Obviously, an intelligent, very thoughtful, with lots of wisdom in this quote. So let me leave you with this. And by the way, I did good today, and I was able to get out of the hole. And so hopefully, I got a day of reprieve, and I can make this move the other direction now in an up move too as well. All right. So anyway, here's your quote. You must have extraordinary passion, patience, and self-discipline to make a journey alone. The goals must be understood, definitive, and no diversion can be acknowledged or permitted if you are to attain enlightenment within the sphere of a chosen art. This is a very difficult road to travel, and not many are made for it. It is frustrating, confusing, very lonely, certainly frightening, and it will sometimes make you think you do not have much sanity left to deal with the everyday surroundings of your world. Also, there is no guarantee that you will attain perfection. It must all come from inside you without any preconceived notions on your part. And he ends it by saying, and so we begin. So it's one of the quotes that are on my board I would highly recommend. If you are trading or a day trader, put that on your board as well. All right. I finished the Gann number today was 6683. It was also a 3P move. I was happy at getting that area. Um, Obviously, I wished I would have been able to grab that 67.44 that I talked about on the video that you're going to see. And I mean, it was basically 10 ticks underneath R2. That's all it was. And I would have most likely, if I wouldn't have got 44, I would have come out at 32. 32 was a 5P move. I'd have been extremely happy of taking out, I think it would have been 123 ticks on the up move, less the 25, so it would have been around a 99 or something like that. Is that right? Correct. 5P move today is 123 ticks up. So there was on the board to be able to grab. Doesn't seem right there, 67. Maybe it was a 6P move. I had to look at it. Anyway, regardless, I think it went up almost 6P and to take 5P away from the trade. I think that's what it all worked out to be at 32. So yeah, that makes sense. 67.30, 32 from an entry point of 66.09. So 66.09 was my long signal. I have my video that I've put together. I did record it today, and I will put it up to view. CL Pit strategy once again is successful. And saves me again. So I think I've figured out one small piece of the puzzle as it relates to the up move and how I want to handle it. I will debate about if I want to trade live in this market or if I just wait for inventories for next week and allow myself the inventory trade to build my way back out of the problem area that I'm in. So I'm going to think about it. I'm going to debate upon it. I'm going to debate upon it. I'm going to pray on it. I'm going to meditate on it. I'm going to make up my mind exactly how I want to approach my trading. I have a reprieve right now, 1490. In fact, if you look at the low of the equity swing, guys, I got within $100 of getting knocked out of the beast account. So let's call it what it is. I'm calling it the beast account. So it's a struggle. I mean, look at the high that we had to bust through today. And people say it doesn't make you, yeah, it does. If you run with a little bit of superstition, and to top it off, if you're Irish, I'm kidding, that has nothing to do with it. But superstition and Irish seem to work hand in hand. Knock on wood, you'll see me say things like that. If the creek don't rise, you'll see me take all kinds of superstition. What was the high that we had to bust through? If you look at your daily chart, you'll see the high that we had to bust through was 66.66. The high prior to that, and when it went back up again, was 66.65. And before we got through, third time up and through there, we had to bust through 66.66. I mean, there's a lot more people besides me that look at these numbers and I mean, it's a number that plays on you, right? If that doesn't have the devil's influence, I don't know what does. So I mean, we could go down all kinds of angles and conspiracies. We could talk about flat earth. We could talk about a dome over the earth. We could talk about all kinds. Are we in a sphere? Are we in a round world? I mean, we can talk about the Republican, the Democrat Party with their all a bunch of jerks. I mean, there's so many things that we could talk about. We can talk about, should we belong in Syria? Should we not belong in Syria? We don't belong there, but all of this crap is influencing this frickin' market behind me. I wish it didn't. I like to trade technical, but you can't ignore the fundamentals. You ignore fundamentals at your own detriment. That's kind of the way you got to, in a sense, have a general pulse of what the overall market's trying to do and accomplish. It looked like with all the crap that we're going through right now, that today would have been a great day to bust the 6666 level. It was. So, but I took two shorts before I took on the long because we were making a lower low there for a while, and I wanted to, or lower low as it relates to the inventory trade that I look at. And I had two attempts on the short before the long signal at 6609 was finally run, and it didn't look back. So, knock on wood, I got a reprieve and I moved on to another trading day. So what are your thoughts? Should I just go into the practice account and trade the practice and just strictly hit the inventory report for the next couple of weeks to rebuild the account back to even? I'm kind of leaning to hit to my best trading strategy, or only take on one trade a day. I don't know. I know where my low of the account is. I can't get below 1490 minus. And what I'm unsure sometimes is if you can go under the 1500 level on an intraday basis. I know you can on the combine because I've done it before. But I'm not sure on the funded account. So I got some breathing room today is all I got. I got some breathing room to hopefully dig my way a little bit more out of this hole that I put myself into. All right, that's it. Dave Knight here from 123daytrade.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. I'll see you on the next video. Get this quote, put it on your board. Bye for now.